Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to the finals of the 2005-2006 Stone Cold Hockey season. We're finally finishing this off, and we've got the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, the only reason why I'm showing the Stanley Cup Finals is the team that I've been playing the whole season, Buffalo, in honor of their goal-scoring exploits of 05-06, are in the final. That's right. The Buffalo Sabres are facing the Dallas Stars for the second time in 7 years. Well, we're the 5 seed, Dallas is the 2 seed. Our my beloved Buffalo Sabre, your beloved Buffalo Sabres. Um, in the regular season, Ryan Miller had 30 wins. Biron was decent. Both had 2.59 for goals against. Mika Norton and Seth. Maxim Vinogenoff put up 73 points. Dane Briere 60 points. Drury 64. Briere 31 goals. Vanek 29. Drury 28. Finnegan led assists. Mayer led in penalty minutes with 95. We were 47, 27, and 8 in the regular season. We had a long winning streak, a 7-game winning streak from December 30th to January 16th. So we had a 7-game winning streak to go to 27, 13, and 5. Yeah, 52 wins in real life, 47 in gameplay. And then we had a 10-game winning streak between February 9th and March the 12th. So for an entire month, we didn't lose a game. We had to win 2 in overtime, keep things going. But then we suffered we had a 5-game losing streak after beating Washington. We went from 6-3 to 6-5-3. So 2 losses in regulation, 3 in extra time. And then we also had a 5-game losing streak. We were 41, 18, and 6, and then we lost to Ottawa, Atlanta, Carolina, Ottawa, and Boston, only getting 1 freaking point. Won 4 straight, but freaking lost 6 of our last 8. So playoff stats: Ryan Miller 7-5, Biron 5-3. Miller's been our decent goal. Like Drury and Briere both have put up 19 points in the postseason. We now have to face those pesky Dallas Stars. Marty Turco 9-4 in the postseason. Hedberg 3-1. They won 51 games in simulation, 53 in regulation. Their schedule, in a sense, they started off okay. They were 7-1, so they looked pretty good. 4 straight wins. They never had a winning streak more than 4 straight. They had a 4-game losing streak in March, but yeah, they won their last 4, so the Stars were not really the streaky type. In regulation time, Turco 38, 22, and 4 in the regulation. Hedberg was 14, 13, 4, and 1. There's an Arnott 74 points, Mike Modano 68, Subov 68 points. And now in the playoffs, Subov leads points with 19, UC Jokinen with 17, and Yuri Leffinen with 14. So we start in Dallas. So of course, all games must be played. And the big news is Marty Biron will start game 1 against Marty Turco. The Battle of the Martys. For some Smarties. Anyway, we have Chris Drury, number 23. Alex Kulik, number 12. Danny Beer, number 48. Thomas Vanek, number 26. Max Finnegan, 61. JP Dumont, 17. Derek Roy, 9. Kitchener. Jochen Hecht, 61. Jason Pubberville, 29. Tim Connolly, 18. Brian Campbell, 51. Paul Gostad, 26. Mike Greer, 25. Herrick Talmander, 10. Taylor Pyatt, 74. Jay McKee, I think he was 74. Pyatt was 94, I guess. Roy Fitzpatrick was number 4, I guess. Teppo Newman, 27. Dimitri Kalinin, 43. I would say 10. Adam Mayer, 21. Yuri Novotny, 39. Tony Lemon, 29. Dan Paye, 38. And Nathan Page, 43. Well, of course, numbers are extricated kids. Ryan Miller is a 39. Buron's 43. And Urinen, 35. Turco Alice, 35. Johan Hedberg, number 1. Yuri Lefton 26, Jason Arnott 25, Modano 9, Brandon Morrill 10, Yuzi Yoganin 36, Philippe Boucher 43, Stu Barnes 14, Nico Kapanen 39, Sergei Subov 56, Bill Guerin 13, Enti Miantin 41, I guess, Nick Hagman 14, Steve Ott 29, Stefan Robida 25, John Clem, that's Clem 26, Yaroslav Slobada 62, Trevor Daly 6, Yanni Nino 44, Metrius Tanquist, don't know his number. Nathan Perot, I don't know, 43. Junior Lassard and Willie Mitchell, number 2, who gone better things with Minnesota. So Stu Barnes, former Buffalo Sabre. So he'll try to ruin us. 6 minutes into the game. Action for them. And a save off of Arnott. 2 minutes later. We have a chance, Arnott. Stop by us. 2 more minutes. We have a chance. Hacked. Ooh, we couldn't get the shot off. 4 minutes later. We have a chance. Arnett. Not again. Much later. Oops, I'll take the penalty. Brandon Morrow. Can we take advantage? Catcher! Pop, pop, power play goal. My boy Roy. Kitchener! That's right. That's a 6 from Jay McKee. It's 1-0 Buffalo. Derek Roy trying to do Kitchener and myself proud. 1 minute into the game. Action. Let's score. Brandon Morrow from Cuba. A blip in the machine. Just a blip. I'm trying to look at trying to find my sheet of paper that tells me like who my things here. I don't remember where I put it. Where did I put that sheet of paper? If I had it, I gotta look at my notes. So yeah, I gotta look at my notes and see if the sheet of paper is somewhere to be found. I can probably guess where it kind of, but that's not it. It's gotta be somewhere. The cut what is. Bowling. That's not relative, so I'm gonna have to say no to that. I had a sheet of paper with all my Stone Cold seasons written down and all that. I did. I literally did, but I freaking can't find it. I find that paper unless I wrote it down somewhere on a different piece of paper that I didn't think I wrote it down on. I got my guys. I got my people. And I guess not. Either that or it's on a loose sheet of paper and I don't see my notes. Yeah. I wrote down all the Stone Cold seasons I was doing. Nevertheless, 3 minutes later, we fumble it and Modano. Oh, there we go. It's on the pit. What? There we go. Yeah. I did the 65 Leafs, 68 Blues, 71 Habs, 75 Flyers, 79 Bruins, 82 Isles, 84 Oilers, 91 Penguins, 92 Blackhawks, 94 Rangers, 06 Buffalo. So yeah, the next season will be 2012. Well, that's all the season Stone Cold gives you right now in the PC game. Much later. We have a chance. Drury, no. 3 minutes later. Action. Steelers. What the heck? His 7th from Drury and Kulik. We're tied. 3 minutes later. Aggression. They're going to guess it. 3 lines. You want to know. How play jet ski or power play goal. Drury the Drury. His 12 from Connolly makes it 3-2. He's the goal scoring leader in the playoffs now. 2 minutes later. Kulik trying to add on and we're up 3-2. 40 minutes are done. Yeah, Drury. You can imagine what he's done. Shutskiers. Gonna pump you up. The Austrian Vanek has 7 from Greer makes it 4-2 Buffalo. 5 minutes later. Agitated? They get agitated, but we don't give them a goal. 5 more minutes. Just trying to kill it, and we do. We score. Drury the Drury's 2nd from Hecton Kalinin. Kalinin getting a point. So it's 5-2 Buffalo. So we're looking pretty good. Jason Arnett scores from Morgano and Morrow. 5-3. We're okay. We're okay. And Danny Greer slides it in the empty net to make it 6-3 from Campbell. So we strike first. 6-3. Beautiful. Well, we scored 6 goals on them. Roy, Hack, Drury, Fanek, Drury, Briere. Dallas goals by Morrow, Modano, and Arniat. So 6-3. Game 1. I'm just trying to remember. Well, what was our home record? We were 2-1 against Florida at home, 2-2 on the road. So 2-2-1-1. I'm just doing some quick math here. Conference semifinals, we were 1-2 at home, and that meant we were 3-1 away from the arena. So we were 3-1 on the road against the Devils, and then the conference finals, we were El Perfecto. Yeah, we were perfect at home. On the road, we were 1-2. So we have been. So we are now 7-4 on the road, and we're 7-4 at home. Makes sense? We're 14 wins, 8 losses, right? That makes sense, right? Well, that's 13-8. Hmm. We just won. So 5-2, 6, 7-4, 7-4, and 6-4. So now we're 7-4 at home on the road. 6-4 at home. Game 2 sees Marty Biron back in the net. Well, obviously. 3 minutes into the game. Skiers! J.P. Morgan! I mean, Dumont. His fourth from Galstad and Roy makes it 1-0. 3 minutes later. Shot. Oh, Galstad. 5 minutes later. Shot skiers! And the population of Palmville jumps another 10,000. Palmville's fifth from Teppo makes it 2-0 Buffalo. They try to get momentum, but they fail. Kill the clock. Well, their attack got hit. Could have leaked in the box for 2. But Niantin from Boucher and Morrow makes it 2-1. All right. Well, Dulon and Palmerville scoring the goals 2-1 for us through 20. 3 minutes later. Another minute penalty, calendar. But we killed the zone on Burns. Fuck. Injury? Someone's got hurt, and that's Buffalo. That's us. We don't know our goal penalty. It's Newmanin. And they score Morrow from Barnes and Hunquist. The 2-2 tie. 2 minutes later. Fight. Roy fights Perot. Why? Why, Derek? Are you an idiot? Fortunately, nothing happens. And Hagman goes to the box for Dallas. So for us, Goldstein, no. Damn it. We've had a chance. To end the series, let's go! Lieutenant from Boucher and Modano. 3-2. 3-2. Oy vey. We're in trouble. 5 minutes into the third. We score! Soup! His fourth from Kudalik and Hacked makes it 3-3. 4 minutes later. No penalty. 5 minutes later. They have a chance. Oh, Boucher thought he had it. 2 minutes later. They have a chance. No, we stopped left it in. Last moment. And a penalty on Connolly, and we're going to overtime. Oy vey. I think we haven't done much in overtime. Well, we won 2 series in overtime out of the 3. We're in trouble. I thought so. Leffen in second from Arnold and Arnquist game set match. Dallas wins in overtime. We go back to Dallas guaranteed. Oy. So yeah, we played 3 overtime games against Florida, winning 2 out of 3, 2-1. We played no overtimes against the Devils and 1 against the Sabres. We're 3-1 in overtime now, 3-2. Frank. 1-1 tie and Biron against Turco. So Biron back in the net. It wasn't his fault. And we were playing with red dye, remember? 4 minutes later. Not that red dye. 3 minutes later? Oh. 4 minutes. Yeah? Then it's a hit. 5 minutes later. Aggression? Damn it, aggression. It's Kalinin. Red dye gets hit. Jetskier, you ought to know, from Ninema and Morrow makes it 1-0 for Dallas. We're done 1-0 after 20. 2 minutes into the second. They shoot, they score. Jokinen from Morrow and Modano makes it 2-0. Brandon Morrow's picking up speed. Can't have that. 4 minutes. On again. Up in it, get off. On that, ouch. 5 minutes later. Have a chance and we go. 3 minutes. Aggression. Oh, who's doing the penalties? Usually gets hit. They have a chance and they score. Arnett from Morrow and Modano makes it 3-0. We're in deep trouble, guys. We're in deep trouble. Three minutes later. Another penalty. We're out of luck. No. We survive. Kill the clock. Kill the clock. Kill the clock. But Palmerdale scores and Connolly makes it 2-1. All consolation. Carry on Buffalo. It's Briere. And Suboff scores quickly 4-1. Our hopes and dreams are over. Dallas takes the penalty with no time left. Modano. We goad him in a penalty, but the scoreboard tells the difference. Dallas 4, Buffalo 1. So a big loss on home turf. Well, we got to try harder, guys. Game 4 sees a match needed changing net. Buffalo says, screw it, we're going to go with Ryan Miller. A start? Fanek. Another chance and we fail. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Much later. No, Campbell. Much later. Much later. Dallas with the penalty for Suboff. Well, we can score. It killed us. Drury tried to chance. No score through 20. Ooh, vey. 3 minutes, and we got a penalty. It's Newmanin. And they score. Arnett from Modano and Robeda. Stefan Robeda coming out of injury. Well, Arnett doing his job. It's 1-0. What? For the wood. Drury, fuck. Much later. And no, they didn't score. Clem thought he had it. 3 minutes later. That's a hit. 4 minutes. Injury on Dallas. Well, the good news is, Bill Guerin's off for 5 minutes. So we can score as many times in 5 minutes as we want. And if Finnegan spills it, and Steve Ott from Modano and Morrow makes it 2-0. Ay vey. And we're down 2-0 to Dallas. We're gonna win. Danny Briere. His 9 from Towlander and Connolly. Okay, chance, Bonneville. Try to tie it up. We played 1. 3 minutes later. Start for us. Briere. A fumble. Me and Tinan. Not again. Chance for us. Jokin. 2 minutes later. Chance. No. 3 minutes later. They have a chance to finish it off and they don't. Empty nets. Fanek. We were so close. I thought Fanek was going to tie the game, but we lose 2-1. So now our firepower's lacking. We've scored 6, then 3, then 1, then 1. Yeah. That was 3-4-4-2. So Dallas has scored 13 goals. We've scored 11. Jeffrey Diamond. What? We're in trouble now. Well, Ryan Miller back in the net against Marty Turco. Turco has been basically stealing the show, especially against Detroit. Especially Yeah, we're fucked. And Arnett does it again. It's like 4 goals up. Arnett remembering who the hell he was. 3 minutes later. Aggression? Ain't get aggressive. It's 3 minutes. Can we take a minute? Chance for talent or not? Chance skewer. Pop power play goal. My boy Roy. Catching her. It's 7th. From Dumont and Affiniganoff. 1-1 tie. Much later. Alex Picatelli. Can we take advantage? Drury, bloody out, but Fanek takes a dumb 2-minute penalty. Action and Kudalik can't do it. And now the kick. Well, we did our job. It's 1-1 after 1. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Much later. No, they can't. 3 minutes later. Against the score. 2-5 against the former team. The family is assessed now Dallas. 2 minutes later. And a fight between Gallstein and Perot. Doesn't matter to us. And we're down 2-1. We're in deep trouble. We gotta score more than 1 goal, guys. 3 minutes. Action. Skiers! What the heck? He scores his 8th from Campbell and Briere. We're tied at 2. 3 minutes later. Jamie and another penalty. Get Bill McCann off. And Perot, of all people, Nathan Perot from Lebanon and Hagman. Now he's got to do the offside. That is gully. Trying to kill the clock. That's good. Kudalak. His 3rd from Lindman and Connolly makes it 3-3. Last moment. Hagman, no, we stop him and we go to overtime in game 5. Are we going to feel the pain of a game 5 overtime loss, or are we going back to Buffalo for game 6? Before that, no. Well, that's what I thought. We just couldn't put the puck in the net. We won game 1 and we lose the next 4. Unreal. Modano is the hero. Dallas wins the Stanley Cup. We failed miserably. But you know what? Considering the road bumps and the 5 seed and choking the 4 seed away, getting in as a 5 seed to the Stanley Cup Finals, I think we'll take everything we got, especially after Ottawa got dumped off. Well, we tried, but Dallas takes home 4 straight wins. Turco 13-5 with a 2-4 goals against. Hedrick 3-196. Morrow and Subov put up 21 points each. Jokinen 19 points. Leftonen, Arnett, and Modano put up 17. Boucher 15. Leftonen with 11 goals. UC 10. Arnett 7. Morrow, Subov, and Modano put up the assists. Rogers loves you. So Dallas had to take. Colorado took Dallas to a game 7. Then they took care of Minnesota, Detroit, and us in 5. So basically, Dallas had a terrible start, but a great finish. And for us, Ryan Miller 7-7, Buron 6-5. Wasn't really his fault. We got taken to game 7 by Florida, New Jersey, and then we beat Carolina. We almost beat a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1 seed in the same year. Drury with 22 points, Briere with 22 points, Connolly with 21, Finnegan, Hecht, Fanek, Roy, Kurlik, and Newman with the same amount of points. Drury 13 goals, Briere 9, Hecht 8. Paul goes at 22 penalty minutes. So let's take a look at the thing. Chris Drury won the goal race with 13, being yearly lieutenant. So he won the Rocket Richard Trophy. Assist-wise, Connolly got the assist crown, beating Morrow by 1. So that's good news. And the points race ends up being Drury and Briere's time at 22 points. Morrow at 21. But Drury and Briere have the most points, 22. So I'm happy. I got the points race. Goals against, Miller was 9th. Biron was 15th. I mean, Alex Auld should not count. He only played 5 games. Fukun shouldn't count. He only played 5 games. So Manny Turco with a 2.4. Yeah, you got Fernandez and Legacy with legit stuff, but Turco deserved it. Miller took a 2.5. So yeah, But along the way, we took out Luongo, we took down Berdura, we took down Carolina's duo of Gerber and Ward. So I'm not too upset over it. We did all we could, but we couldn't finish it. 47 wins. Well, Ottawa has 63 wins, Detroit 62 wins, but they couldn't finish the job. Now, was it good that we didn't face Ottawa? Let's see here. Yeah, we gave Ottawa a loss, a 2-1 loss, and then they beat us in shootout 1-1, 4-2-1 for Buffalo, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1. We only beat Ottawa once out of 8 games. So basically, if we had to play Ottawa, we were fucked. And Detroit Rock City. You didn't play Detroit. Where's Detroit? Did Detroit not play us? No, Detroit didn't face us. So we didn't play Detroit. We played Dallas, but we didn't play Detroit at all. Ah, Bob. Well, Detroit won 8 straight games. Well, they were 9-0. They were actually 17-1 at one point. Columbus was the only team that beat them in 18 games. Wow, that's amazing. Columbus of all cities. Oh, baby. Yeah. What about Ottawa stats? Yeah, they had a they were 13-2-1 and 9 straight wins, and then they lost to Florida, but then they wrapped up 9 straight wins. So they had an 18-1 stretch. Actually, no, wait, eight. They won 9, lost 1, so 9-1. 8 9 wins, 18. And they lost 18-2. They were 28-2 in 130 game stretch. That's just amazing. I think the Habs of the 70s never had that. They had a 6 game win streak. They had an 11 game winning streak from March 16th to April 5th, where Montreal beat them. Well, they lost 4 of their last 7, and then they freaking lost to the Flyers in the first round. Unreal. This team should have been the Stanley Cup champs, but they weren't. Okay, so that's set up 2011-12. We are going to be the Los Angeles Kings. So this is what our stats are going to look like. This is what we got. We only have 2 goalies, Quick and Bernier. So the LA Kings of 2012 will be our next project. And no, there won't be any Kitchener Ranger. Actually, there is a Kitchener Ranger. There's one Kitchener Ranger. Kyle Clifford. No, just one. Just one Kitchener Ranger. But that's okay. We only had one Kitchener Ranger for Buffalo. So yeah, 2012 is the next season in the rotation. Believe it. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.